In this video, I'm going to talk about backlinks and backlink buildings for your casino affiliate website. I'm going to teach you everything that you need to know in order to have a good backlink profile that is going to prevent you from getting a penalization from Google, because that's something that you absolutely don't want, because then all of your effort and all of your time and all of your money you spent on this is basically going to go down the drain. So this video, I think, is one of my most important ones. I'm going to give you a rundown of how everything works. I'm also going to teach you about some link building opportunities. I'm going to show you how I create my backlink documents. I'm going to teach you about anchor text distribution, which is something that is very, very important. And at the end of the video, I'm going to go through our website's backlink profile, because this is something that is very important to know, especially if you want to do your competitors analysis. So stick around for that also. My name is Adam, and I've been working with casino affiliate marketing for a very long time. And I've been buying backlinks for more money than I will ever be able to admit to myself. But it's basically very important. It's our biggest investment in our business, no matter what anyone says. So let's go into the presentation about backlinks before we start doing the more hands-on things. So yeah, let's go. So backlink building for your casino affiliate website. What is a backlink? Basically, a definition is that a backlink is a link from one website to another. So when a web page links to another page on another website, it's called a backlink. And I think you know what it is. Basically, it's just a clickable text on a website. It could be a clickable image. It could be a clickable anything. Basically, the link on, let's say you go to a website and there's a YouTube video and you see like the YouTube logo and you click on it and you get redirected to YouTube's website. That is also basically a backlink. But this is not the type of backlinks we're going to talk about. We are basically building backlinks because they are considered votes of confidence from one site to another, indicating the content's credibility or importance. This is a major factor considered by search engines such as Google in ranking websites. So what I mean with the relevance is that if you get a vote of confidence from a website that Google already likes, they're basically going to take the proxy authority from this website to your website. But on the flip side, let's say you get a lot of backlinks from adult websites and websites that Google hates. I don't think Google is going to dislike you because of this, because obviously you cannot control the website that it's linking to you. But they're going to heavily prefer backlinks that are coming from websites that they like also. Imagine it's the same in real life. If someone you know that has like the same type of music as you have, and they recommend a band for you, obviously you're going to check it out because you have the same already, taste in music. But if someone that recommends music to you that you already don't like, and they give you like, oh, you should check in this like super cool rapper dude. And I don't like rap, so I probably wouldn't check it out. So it's also like a vote of confidence. In a sense, maybe a bad example, but I just came up with it on the fly. So why backlinks help with rankings? Like I already explained, it transfers authority from one website to another. And this is something that search engines use as a ranking signal, because it's hard if you just create a website and you have no backlinks or you have no votes of confidence. It's very hard for Google to kind of understand if the information on your website is, trustworthy or whatever. I also want to touch on that. You don't need backlinks to rank. Google is going to scan your on-page SEO anyway, and they're going to see if the information you have is tailored to the right audience. So that's why I'm focusing so much also on, you have to have great content. You cannot only build a website that only has like shit content, but a lot of backlinks. That is not going to work, at least not anymore. Maybe it worked in the past. And so you're building trust from other websites. I know this is a bit repetitive, so maybe we don't stay here too long. A common misconception with backlinks is that we think that we are building backlinks because we want basically the visitors from that website to click on the link. And the amount of traffic you get from that is like super neglectable compared to the actual, boosting rankings that you're getting from backlinks. So while this might be something that can happen, this is not why we're building the backlinks. So it's pretty important to make that clear, like from now. So are backlinks important? It's one of the top ranking factors. Google themselves is saying that it's not even a top 3 ranking factor anymore. But I think they're saying this because they don't want people to build backlinks, because it's basically against the terms and conditions of like having a website ranked in the search results. So that's why we have to build backlinks very naturally. I think this is completely bullshit. I think backlinks are less important, or at least it's more important to have a good and natural backlink profile. We cannot really spam backlinks anymore like we could do like 10 years ago. But backlinks really help with the longevity of your website, especially if you focus on the quality of the backlinks, because basically the importance does not lie in the number of backlinks, they lay in the quality of the backlinks. We need to find high authority backlinks. I'm going to talk about this very soon when I'm finished with the slides, so don't worry, and also stick around. What makes a good backlink? Relevance is very important. Links on sites that are relevant to our own site's content. Let's say we're doing casino. Obviously, we want a backlink from another casino website. If we're doing like the German market, obviously we want a backlink from a German website. But this is not always the case because, like I said before, we want a natural backlink profile. So if we can get a backlink from a news site, maybe we can get a backlink from a sports site, and maybe even if we're working in the German market, we can still get a backlink from an English site because this creates the diversity in our backlink profile. So this is very important, but obviously we should focus 80% of our effort on creating, links from relevant sites. And also the content surrounding the backlinks is also pretty important. Let's say you're sending a backlinks for the anchor text online slots. Maybe you want the backlink to come from a page that is talking about online slots. And obviously, like I said, you need a website with a lot of authority. And basically, you want to have a link from another website that already has a lot of links because you're passing the link equity, like I'm talking about here. You're passing the link juice, and a link can be either do follow or no follow. Basically, a do follow is passing the link juice. Let's say another website or a page has 10 backlinks incoming to it, and then some of this equity is going to be passed to your website. But if a link is no follow, basically this is like a locked door, let's call it that, where no link juice is going to pass, and it basically is not going to, push the rankings that much because you're not going to get any link equity or your own authority from this link. But then again, we go back to the diversifying aspect. So we want no follow links also because it's very natural for a website to have both do follow links and no follow links. Obviously, we want more do follow links, but if a website has like 200 backlinks and none of them is no follow, it's going to be very obvious for Google to know that we are basically paying for our backlinks. Focus on do follow links, but we have to add no follow links. Usually I do this by telling my link builder to, if I find a website that is not that relevant and it doesn't have that much authority, I can kind of waste that backlink on creating a no follow link instead, just to have a natural backlink profile. And anchor texts are the most important thing we have to consider next to link velocity. And this is basically the text, the clickable text of the link. And we really need to know how to create an optimal anchor text diversity. Because if we have only backlinks that says online casino pointing to one page, it's going to be so obvious to Google that we are paying for these backlinks and that we ourselves are in control of what is going to be the anchor text basically. So I created a pie chart that looks like this. I don't really know what this is, but it's fine, I guess. So we want branded backlinks. So, okay, before I do this, I kind of need to explain this. We have a website that's called Meow Slots. It's a comparison site.com. And so a branded anchor text could be Meow Slots. It could also be Meow Slots, maybe. But maybe Meow Slots is better. It could also be meowslots.com or something similar like this. Like this. And this is also, it's not that important to have all of them, but maybe we can mix them up a bit. And this is the most natural link because when people are talking about a website, they are mentioning the website in the anchor text. And this is even more important if it goes to your homepage, because if someone, mentions your website like this with the branded anchor text, usually the link goes to your homepage. So this is a branded anchor text. Then we have the naked ones, URL ones. This is basically, okay, I don't remember if it's meow or we have to use meow. So it's meow slots. So it's like this. It can be and if we have a page, it could be. So this is a very important backlink to have also because it's very natural. And the more of these we have, the less risk we are running of getting a penalization, basically, because if Google sees that we have a lot of these, it's impossible for them to kind of judge us and think that we are paying for these. So we also have the semi-match ones, which could be casino bonuses at Meow Slots. It could be find information at Meow Slots. Meow Slots online casino list. This can go to the homepage. It can go to one of your pages where you actually have a casino list. So these are the semi-match ones. And then we have the exact match ones. And these are the ones we have to be really careful about because let's say we have like this one. this URL. And all of the anchor text we have is like this. We have like 10 anchor text like this. And Google is going to understand that we have asked someone to put this as an anchor text. And obviously this is the best anchor text we can have because this perfectly describes it. So if Google sees that we have an anchor text that says online casinos, they're going to understand that the page is about online casinos, and they're going to like basically just rank it higher. Before you could do this, you could create like 100 backlinks with the same anchor text, and Google didn't really have any, efforts in place to kind of understand this. But now they do, and this is by far the biggest reason a website gets penalized, because you have over-optimized anchor text. So my rule is to have one exact match for every page. And maybe even if you have another keyword on this one, that could be like new casino off-price. Obviously you can do it like this, but my distribution is like this. I create a lot of branded anchor text. I create some naked ones. I create the semi-match ones. Maybe I have a bit more here because they are pretty natural, but the exact match ones, I don't have that much. Then I have the MISC one, and MISC is basically, click here, more information. It can also be, like an image, clickable image. So this is the diversity I use, or anchor text diversification, or whatever it is. But yeah, so take a print screen or whatever and save this somewhere in your brain. So how do we get the backlinks? We pay for them. I mean, thinking that you can get backlinks just because you have valuable content is not a sustainable approach, especially not in the casino niche. People say this all the time when it comes to backlink building. It's like, yeah, it's great content that people want to share. But I mean, who want to share this information? Very few websites in this industry actually have, information that people want to share. So we pay for the backlinks. I'm going to show you later how we do this. But we also do link swaps. Let's say we have a friend that also have a website. So we swap links with them, but we're not doing it, obviously. Let's say we have a website that is A and he have a website B. If we send a link from A to B and then he sends a link from B to A, this is going to look very unnatural, and Google is going to understand this. So what we do is that we are sending a link from A to B. So we own A and we own C. So we send a link from A to B and he sends a link from B to C. So this is going to make it a bit more undetectable. We can also get testimonial links, and it might look like this. It's very good because we talk to the casinos and we ask them, yeah, if we list you at position 5 for a month, we can get the backlink. So you see here, all of these are backlinks to casinos from Dunder's affiliate website. In the beginning, if you don't have that much money to spend on backlinks and we just don't really have that many casinos, we just basically ask them to, give us a backlink. Some of them are really friendly and it's like, oh, of course you get a backlink. But some of them are not that, prone to give it. Sometimes they say, you have to send this many players before we can give you a testimonial link, because some of these platforms have been around for a really long time, so they already have a lot of authority. But if it's like a new affiliate platform, maybe you don't really want to have a testimonial link from them. So we do that. We can also get a footer logo from a casino. Let's see if I can find an example. Okay, I cannot find an example now because my VPN is not active and I don't know how to fix it. But basically it's when you scroll down at the footer of a website, let's say it's this website, and you basically have your logo here at the casino. So yeah, I'm in Indonesia. They don't really like gambling. So it looks like this. And my VPN is for some reason disconnected. I need to pay it again. So sorry about that. And this is very powerful actually if you have one from the actual operator website. Things to avoid when it comes to backlinks. I think I already mentioned all of these things, but doing your own outreach, spending time emailing websites, trying to get free guest posts like, hello, I see you have this article, can I have my link here? It's not going to work. You're going to spend too much time on something that's not going to give you that much result. So you want to find people that have a lot of backlinks already, where you can basically just buy them from them. And excessive link exchange, you shouldn't do this too much because it can look a bit natural and you basically walking a thin line. So don't really do that too much, but obviously you can do it a bit and be careful. Use Cloudflare so your IP is hidden. And also don't go for the low quality or irrelevant links. You can find services on Fiverr, you can get 10,000 links from a website to boost your rankings, but this is not going to work. Don't do this. Stay away from this. PBNs are private blog networks. It's basically websites that are built to only send backlinks. And one of the main reasons I don't buy PBNs is because often they don't tell you the website and you have no control of these websites. So I wouldn't buy from PBNs. Sometimes it's hard to tell if it's a PBN or not, but if someone tells you, yeah, I have like these PBN links, don't buy them. I mean, I wouldn't at least. It's pretty risky. And then we talked about over-optimizing anchor text. And like I said, don't do this because you can get a penalty, and this is not good at all. So yeah, let's go into some other things here. First, we're going to create a backlink document because it's very, very important that we are tracking our backlinks. So we know our anchor text diversity, we know the velocity, basically how often we are sending a backlink. I didn't really talk about this either, so maybe I should jump into that first by going to the document. So let's say we have a website that is newly created. So week 1, you can send 1 to 2 backlinks, even if you don't have any traffic in the first week. And then I would send 1 backlink a week, basically. And then depending on the traffic, because what we want to do is that the more traffic we have, the more backlinks we can basically build, because that's more natural. So let's say after week 4, we're going to have like month 1, we have like 30 to 50 organic visitors a day. Then we can start building maybe 3 backlinks a week. And then if you have, I usually say if you have 100 plus organic visitors daily, you can send an infinite amount of backlinks basically, but still keep it in quality obviously, and also it's based on like how much money you have. So I think that a month I send around 10 to 15 backlinks to our website. I just wanted to give you an idea that you're not sending 1 a month, you're not sending 200 a month. So this is, but I also want to let you know that all of this is very subjective. This is just how I do it, and I tend to be on the bit more conservative side. I don't want to risk getting penalties. And also when you sell a website in the future, you want to have a controlled backlink profile, because that is what people want to buy. So a quick rundown of the velocity here. So we have backlink URL, which basically is that you just copy paste the URL where your backlink is. And we have target URL, which is basically where the backlink is pointing on your website. I'm going to fill this in soon. And then we have the anchor text, which is basically, yeah, it's anchor text. And then I add the date of when it was uploaded, when it went live. And then we have the price, because I like to track the price of the backlinks. And then I usually add here seller. So these are the things I'm adding. And I usually do like this because I think it looks pretty. Let's say we have the backlink URL here. We have casinoarticles.com. This doesn't exist. And we have how to play slots. And then we have our target, which is basically our own website. Our website. Then it's to our online slots page. And then the anchor text is online slots. Perfect. And then we have the date, which is today. And then we have the price, which let's say it's 150. And then we have the seller, which is backlink Tom. So obviously you can do whatever you want here. This is usually how I do it, because I like to keep things very like simple. I also have a thing that gives me like the anchor text distribution, but it's a bit harder to do, so I'm not going to do it. And also I didn't create it myself. So now I'm going to show you how I would go about buying a backlink. And in Skype here, I have a guy that usually sends me backlink. So he sends me these 8 backlinks here, and they are going for £400 each, which is pretty expensive, like $500. So he says here that they are allowing casino links. Sometimes they don't allow casino links. So usually what I do when I get these backlinks is I take them and I go to Ahrefs, like I always do. And they have a quick batch analysis. If you go to more, you go here. So I usually just put them in here to kind of weed out the bad ones. So let's see here. Yeah, and then we analyze these. So you see here, these websites are actually pretty powerful. The domain rating is great. So I look at 2 metrics. I look at the domain rating and I look at the traffic. So you see here, like these ones are not that strong. And considering he's selling them for the same price, I would probably just like look at the strongest ones, which is like these 2, these 3 maybe. But then again, they were pretty expensive. But I never just agree on the price that they are putting. I always, negotiate the price, especially if you're buying more than one from the same guy. And also we can see here that it's basically the same people that are creating this. Even if they're not on the same IP, the IPs are pretty similar. So maybe we could add the IPs here if you want, but I'm not doing that. So let's analyze this first one. Usually I do like an ocular analysis first. I just go here and check to see if everything looks great. And here it looks pretty nice, basically just looks like a website that is created for backlinks, but who cares as long as it looks pretty nice. Usually I go in the search result to see if they are giving like selling other backlinks. So here all of these are guest posts. So let's see that and how many they are posting. So because we don't want a backlink from a website that is posting, you know, 10 backlinks every day. And these are doing it pretty slow. The last one was like 2 weeks ago. So let's go here and find one. Let's see this one. So this is obviously a guest post that someone just wrote and sent. More and more are making like AI guest post. I will never do that. But this looks 100% like just an AI generated guest post. You can really read it in the language. I mean, obviously I'm not sure, but it looks like it. So here, this is the URL. So let's take this one. And this is what I would have done. Put it here. And then we have the anchor text, which is online casino. It looks kind of weird that they are using like capital O and C here. But yeah, just roll with that. And let's go to the website. This is actually an operator, which is more uncommon to see. Usually it's affiliate websites that are buying backlinks. But this is fabulousvegas.com, an operator in the UK. Never heard about them before. So this is the target URL. We got it here. And it was also posted today, let's say. It wasn't, but who cares? And this one will cost me, let's say, 400. And it was it that sold it to me. So this is what I do. And then I just add them everywhere. So let's do a quick backlink check on this website. Then we go back to Ahrefs. And then we can go to the Site Explorer. We put this one in. Because now we can see their backlink profile, which is pretty nice if we ourselves want to find backlinks and we want to see like their own backlink profile, because they seem to be doing pretty well. So if we can kind of mimic how they are building backlinks, we can also maybe be successful. So here we can see like the average organic traffic, how it's doing, but we can also more importantly see the link velocity here. So we can see approximately how many links they are building. So we want a curve that looks kind of like this. It looks pretty nice because we don't want to like shoot up with backlinks in the beginning and then just like stagnate, because then Google might think that our website is not, you know, really relevant anymore because people stop linking to it. If you go to their referring domains, I mean, obviously we can look at backlinks, but usually if you get like a backlink from a website, it might show multiple times. So I always go to referring domains. And let's see here. And we see they have a link from The Sun, which is a crazy expensive link probably because it has like high domain rating. It says 17 million organic traffic. And yeah, this link is super, super powerful. So if we press here, we can see where it's linking from. So this is the article here. So let's have a look at this one. So you see here, they probably paid a shitload of money for this backlink. So let's see here. It's not this one. So this is a link to the homepage. They actually also have an affiliate link for Fabulous Vegas. So if someone comes here and clicks on this one and signs up, the Sun gets like a commission because they probably work together also. So it's kind of like a good trade for them. I mean, they get a backlink and they might get commission if they send players here. And obviously, like I said, the Sun is a huge website. So they have a lot of different links here. We can see Twitch Live, the Portable Gamer. It's also a pretty big one. I think I have a link from here. So let's say I don't have a link from here and I want to have a link from here. I usually take this copy link address. I go back to Skype and I add my guy here. Can you get link from this one or reach out? And then I ask this, and then usually he says yes, and he contacts them if you don't already have like contacts there, and gives me a price, and I accept it or I don't accept it. And if I do, I just send him a guest post because I have guest post writers that are writing guest posts to me. And then the guest post will probably look something like this. And then after it's posted, I add it here. So yeah, there's not much more to do when it comes to backlink building. Yeah, I hope this video was informative and I hope it helped you, because I actually got a few requests about backlinks. At least I got a lot of questions about backlinks, especially in my community, because I feel like the biggest misconception is that people are actually doing their own outreach. And this is something that I, like I said, discourage, because it's just going to take a lot of time. And there's a lot of people that are selling backlinks. Just be very cautious, buy backlinks with quality. So this is another tip, always pay with PayPal and never pay before the link is live, before it's posted. Because if they want bank transfers and stuff, if they're trying to scam you, it's harder to get your money back. And obviously it also happens. People are scamming a lot in this industry. So be careful, find people on Upwork. That's how I find my link buildings. I just post a gig, like I said, I need backlinks from this country. And then a lot of people contact me, like a lot of people. So you have to kind of go through them. And I've been using the same backlink builders for a long time now because I really trust them and they're doing a great job. Now I have a couple of websites. So I think I build between 40 to 60 backlinks a month, something like this. So it actually takes a lot of work. So if you outsource the guest post writing and backlink building, you're going to save a lot of time because it's basically like I did right now. You check a couple of sites, you choose the ones you want to buy. So yeah, I talked about it in a previous video, how to basically just optimize everything to spend as little time as possible on everything. So basically optimize the output of the work you put in. So yeah, this was all for me today and have a great day. Bye bye.